We are coming to you from the city beautiful, Chicago, Illinois, where tonight WGN Sports presents White Sox baseball. It's Paul Konerko, Adam Dunn, Alex Rios, and the Sox as they get set to butt heads with Albert Pujols, Mike Trout, and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Hi, everybody, and welcome. I'm Ken Harrelson with Steve Stone as we get set to bring you Game 2 of this 3-game setting, Game 2 of this 9-game homestand. 3 with these guys, 3 with Kansas City, and 3 with Oakland. So the Sox in the opener last night led it 4-1. Then we trailed it 6-4, tied that up, and then in the bottom of the 10th, that exciting home run, 2-run shot by Alex Rios. We won it 8-6. So as you can see, the tarp is on in the background. We will have baseball tonight, and when we do, it'll be Gavin Floyd.
Gavin Floyd really has been battling. He hasn't had his great stuff, but he's won 2 of his last 3. And this year, 8-9, his ERA, a little bit higher than he would like. And lifetime against these Angels, he's had some problems. He's 2-5. On the other side of the field, Irvin Santana goes to the mound as 5-10. His ERA is way up there, but he's 4-4 lifetime against our Sox. Now, the Angels are having some problems. They're 6 games back, and it looks like Texas might run away and hide from them, but they also have to catch Oakland. Oakland is 4.5 back and playing pretty good baseball. We're 2.5 up, playing good solid ball, and in this ballpark, we've been dominant. We've won 11 of the last 12. So hopefully tonight we can keep it going.
All right, sit back, relax, and strap it down because White Sox baseball is coming your way.
Spanish language sports radio station. Well, the skies have cleared here, and we had some very heavy rain, but not in evidence any longer, as Roger Bossert and his crew have done just a great job in getting this field ready to go. Gavin Floyd, well, he's all ready to go. That is warm-up tosses. Irvin Santana, his mound opponent, coming in after his warm-ups. Mike Scioscia, who protested the game last night, and we'll have to see how that works out for him. But a dramatic 10th inning two-run homer ended the game and continued our red-hot streak here at U.S. Cellular Field. So the White Sox come into this one at 58-47, 2.5 games ahead of Detroit, 8.5 games ahead of the fading Cleveland Indians, who have lost 7 games in a row. The Angels, on the other hand, 57-50, 6 games in back of Texas, a game and a half in back of Oakland. Texas winners of 3 in a row, the Angels losers of 3 in a row. So they're starting to not necessarily fall out of it, but they better pick it up pretty soon, because that Oakland team has been red hot, and the Texas Rangers are just starting to put it all together. AJ, having just a banner year, hit his 19th home run last night, a 3-run shot in the first inning. That's the most home runs he's hit in a season in his entire career. He's also probably in line to drive in more runs than he's driven in his entire career, with a batting average up at .289. So he's done a terrific job in helping a lot of young pitchers through some tough situations. And Gavin Floyd will slowly make his way to the mound. So let's take a look at how Mike Scioscia is going to line up his Angels tonight. One of the really good young players in all of baseball, Mike Trout, to lead it off. Then Miser Izturis, Albert Pujols, Mark Trumbo, Kendrys Morales. Then it's Callaspo, Kendrick, Wells, and Iannetta rounding it out. The defense and how they will line up behind Gavin Floyd is Viciedo, Diaza, and Rios in the outfield. Euclid, Ramirez, Beckham, and Konerko in the infield. The aforementioned AJ behind the plate. And Gavin Floyd on the hill, looking to even his record at 9-9. He's won 2 of his last 3 despite not having the kind of breaking ball he would like. Spent some time on the DL, had a few elbow difficulties, but he's back now. He really has learned how to pitch. And in no small credit to Don Cooper, who took a former 4th pick in the country, #1 draft choice of the Philadelphia Phillies, and turned him into a guy that will give you a great effort each and every time out. So let's take a look at the men who will umpire tonight. Paul Nowert behind the plate, Dana DeMuth at first, Doug Eddings is at second, and Lance Barrett is at third. Maybe the infield a little slower than normal tonight with some of the rain that's picked up. Certainly the outfield has gotten a bit damp, but there's tremendous drainage here at the ballpark, and what would you expect in any field built, designed, and maintained by Roger Bossert. So they're throwing the ball around. We're ready to play baseball. I'm ready to turn it over to my play-by-play partner, Ken Harrelson.
All right, Steve, thank you. And once again, good evening, everyone, and welcome to White Sox baseball right here with WGN Sports. So happy you could join us for Game 2 of this 3-game set and Game 2 of this 10-day, 9-game homestand. As I mentioned, 3 with these guys, 3 with Kansas City, and 3 with Oakland. So Mike Trout gets set to lead it off. Trout, the 20-year-old, soon to be 21 in 3 days. Comes in hitting at .347, 19 homers and 57 driven in. And our 6'6", 235-pound right-hander's first pitch of the ball game is taken for a strike. Trout 2 for 6 last night with a monster 2-run homer. That coming in the 2nd inning. Almost got the concourse in left field. So we have an official 21-minute delay, which is absolutely awesome. When you saw that radar,
looked like
4 o'clock.
Looked like the world was ending.
Yes, it did. Had breaking ball foul back, so the count 1-2.
The one thing you have to worry about if you're in the infield with Trout running is you can't lay back on anything. because he's one of the fastest guys in baseball from the right side.
One-two pitch, and that hit him. Didn't want to do that.
That's the 11th man that Gavin has hit this year, and that one hurt him. Want to get that fastball inside, not quite that far inside, and that elbow is still ringing for Mike Trout. And when you get hit, first thing you think about is stealing a base.
Yeah, that will hurt for a while right there. And tomorrow morning especially. But he is 33 for 36 in stolen bases, so he will run virtually every time he gets on. Although last night in the 4th inning he did not. After leading off that inning with a bunt single, and then they promptly hit into a double play to end that threat. So Yukin on the grass, outfield. They are short, swung around to the left. For Meiser is Turris, switch hitting shortstop. Takes first pitch strike. Meiser, one of 3 switch hitters in this lineup, along with Morales and Callaspo.
Whatever power Turris does have, he can generate from the left side, not the right, and he's almost an identical hitter from both sides of the plate.
Well, he has hurt us, and the games he has played in that uniform. He is a .324 lifetime hitter against our pitching.
Dino Ebel going through his set of signs at third.
Turris 2 for 5 with an RBI last night. 7 for 20 lifetime off Gavin. Gavin's had a tough time with a lot of these hitters. And that's fouled out. So the count 0-2.
0-2 is a good pitch to run, and it's also a good time for a pitch up. So let's see what Mark Parent, who does give the signs to AJ to use a slide step to go to first, to use a pitch out. Let's see what he wants in this situation.
Quick slide step right there, and the count 1-2. And here at the ballpark, 330 down the left field line, 335 down the right field line, 375 in the gaps, and 400 straightaway center. This is the 4th meeting of the year between these 2 clubs. In the first 3, we have won 2 of them. Angels come in hitting at .271 as a club with a 3.97 ERA. Angels are 27-28 on the road, 30-22 at the Big A. And this turns out to be a big hitter, a big out in this very top of the 1st inning with Pujols on deck. 2-2.
Albert got off to a very slow start. A lot of people worried about him, but he certainly has picked it up lately.
There he goes. And that is slicing, get foul. It won't. One hop into the seats, so he catch a break up to this point as Turris continues to haunt our pitchers.
Despite being a below 250 hitter, he's got 3 hits in the series. They've all been to left field. This one just down the line. Now you got to deal with Albert, and if you're out there on the mound, you forget completely about the runners at second and third. You worry about the hitter. If you give up 2, stay out of the big inning. That's the key here. Minimize the damage.
Albert at 288, 23 homers, 74 knocked in. 2 for 5 with a homer and a double last evening. Breaking ball right off the end of the bat, and he has faced Gavin 6 times, has 2 hits, 1 of which stayed in the park, and he also has driven in 4 in those 6 at bats. So we got problems right here in the top of the first. And that's the base hit. Trout will score the hit by pitch. Here's Torres at third, so 1 in. Runners at the corners and still nobody out.
That's 75 runs batted in for Pujols. AJ wanted it in. Gavin gets it there. But down and in, most hitters can handle.
That's how the culture of the game has changed. 25, 30, 40, 50 years ago, down and in was what you wanted to do for a right-handed hitter. Up and is where you wanted to stay away from, because everybody was a good high fastball hitter. No more. They're good low fastball hitters. Trumbo.
Trumbo's grounded into 10 double plays. The 11th would be welcome. Arlingfield would gladly trade the run for a couple of outs.
1-1 the count. Trumbo 1 for 5 with an RBI last night. 2 for 5 lifetime off Gavin. Trumbo last year 254, 29 homers and 87 knocked in. He has got a chance to be a monster. There he goes. No chance. So he will pick up his 8th stolen base and 9 attempts.
That time Gavin did not pay any attention to Pujols. He noticed that. He took off. And no chance at all for AJ to even contemplate making the throw.
They're going to get him at third. Run him all the way back. Now they botched it up. Yuke's got to run him back to second. Pujols, knowing that, pulls up. And Trumbo is allowed to get in the scoring position.
It's an RBI for Trumbo and a very poorly played rundown. Albert did what he had to do. He took a look. He realized that Trumbo was coasting into second. Then pretty much he conceded the play.
There's no way in the world Trumbo should be on second base right now. But he is. With only 1 out, and here is Morales. 2 for 4 last night. That's one of the few mental mistakes that our club has made this year. High and wide with that change, and the count 1-1. Morales 12 homers, 47 knocked in, 1 for 10 lifetime off Gavin.
Morales much more destructive from the left side than the right.
This will be the 18th pitch thrown with just 1 out and 2 in.
And last night, because Philip Humber went 5 2/3, Robin had to go to Jones, Myers, Crane, and Thornton to finish it up.
Three and 1.
If he doesn't get Morales, you can pretty much be assured that Don Cooper is going to make his way to the mound.
Callaspo on deck. And this inning all started with a 1-2 count. And he hit Trout in the opposite field double right down the line, bounced into the seats by Asturias, a single by Pujols. Then the botched pickle play, allowing Trumbo to get into second. Now the walk to Morales.
There's a lot of things that he could tell Gavin Floyd in this situation, but one of the things is you can't do anything about the two that are up there. You have a guy in Callaspo who does not run well. Get the ground ball, get us out of this inning, and turn it over to the offense. Limit the damage to 2.
Callaspo, .315 career hit against us. So Gavin 2-5 lifetime against these Angels. And in big trouble here. First pitch strike. Not even close with that one. Situation right there. If you're going to throw a change, you're better off missing down than up. That one was so bad it didn't make any difference. And the count 2-1. So it appears that Gavin is in for another battling performance this evening. And Gavin has his good stuff and his good control. You can send it to Cooperstown. That has not been the case. Howie Kendrick on deck with 2 on, 1 out, and a 3-1 count. Hitter's delight coming up. Back-to-back walks. And here's Kendrick. At 281, 5 homers and 36 knocked in. Now he 1 for 4 last evening.
And he leads his team grounding into double plays. He's grounded into 17 of them, including 1 last night in the 7th inning.
You're going to have to throw it down the middle because you're not going to get anything close.
Xfinity Pitch Tracks will show you that this is a pretty good pitch. Two and 0 the count. This is turning into a mess. Last two pitches were both down and out of the zone. And Gavin is digging himself a hole. Don Cooper calling the pen.
Back to back to back walks, and it's 3-0.
A quiet RBI number 37 for Kendrick. And after the first pitch, the last three weren't even close. So now in an effort to get that bullpen some time to get loose, both Paulie and Beckham out to the mound. Now AJ out to the mound. And Nate Jones, who pitched an inning and a third last night, giving up no runs and one hit, had it early in this one.
Sacks pack for the Angels. And here's Vernon Wells. He did not play last night. Comes in hitting at .226, 6 homers, and only 12 driven in. Outfield for the most part straight up. And a Bronx cheer. Oh, Bronx cheer goes up. That ball hit hard. Get foul. Get foul. It will. Right size. Wrong shape.
I talked to Vernon. He's playing in only his 42nd game because he had thumb surgery. And it took quite a bit of time to heal. He is back. This is pretty close to 100% now. He just missed a whole lot of at bats. We're with the bases loaded. Pretty impressive.
Well, when you're making over $20 million a year, done something right.
He was a good player for a lot of years in center field with the Toronto Blue Jays. But then they had to unload, and unload they did.
And that is fouled back. And he is signed through 2014. So Artie Moreno has a huge investment in this payroll.
Well, he let his fans know this year that he was going after it, and it cost him a lot of money.
Lemieux said he did not go.
That breaking ball low and away. We'll take a look from the side. Call could have gone either way. It went Wells' way.
Take him here. You definitely don't want to go full. He gone. Two down.
Good breaking ball well out of the zone. So Wells expanded that zone and is a strikeout victim.
Well, that's an inactive playing time swing right there. One time Vernon Wells, one of the most feared hitters in the American League. Here's Iannetta, the ninth man, to come to the plate. Takes ball one.
Iannetta, a dead fastball hitter, and would prefer it middle in. Came out of the Colorado Rockies organization and has improved his defense behind the plate drastically.
Well, last year he had 14 homers and drove in 55 with the Rockies. And the count 2-0 again. Every now and then you got to say, I'm just going to throw it down there and see what he can do with it.
But the man who led it all off by getting hit in the on-deck circle, Mike Trout.
There's the strike. Gets back even in the count with 2 out. Sacks packed, 2-2. This will be the 40th pitch here in the top of the first inning. And it's cued foul.
Angels have made him work, and Gavin has made himself work with the 3 walks in a row.
He did. He gone. So with everything that went on right there, the back-to-back walks, giving up 3, well, it ain't good, but it ain't all bad.
Diaz leading off, and he's been red hot. Euclid sitting second. Then it's Adam Dunn, Paul Konerko, Alex Rios, who has been on fire with a couple of home runs last night. It's AJ, the Tank, Ramirez, and Beckham rounding it out. The defense behind Santana: Wells, Trout, and Trumbo in the outfield. Callaspo is Turris, Kendrick, and Pujols in the infield. Iannetta behind the plate, and Irvin Santana on the hill. A record of 5-10, an ERA up close to 6. Doesn't seem to throw well against most people, but he has a fairly good record against us, 4-4.
First pitch strike to Diaz. Then before we show you our picks to click, you at home select yours. Yeah, it was a 3 for 5 with the big RBI last night. That ball hit into left field. Wells is there. So right now, with one out, let's check out our BMW picks to click tonight. Jim Joe, our director and the crew. Well, they go with Beckham. He's going with Diaza and J.J. Shearer, Ed Fernandez, all the great folks at Ditka's, downtown and at Oakbrook. We're going to go with A.J. And for a limited time, get incredible lease deals on the 2012 BMW 3 Series. Visit ChicagolandBMW.com for more information. Two 2-0 the count to Youkilis, hitting at .239, 10 homers, 36 driven in. Uke 1 for 4 last night. That ball hit high and deep. Looks up. You can put it on the board. Yeah. Number 11 for you. And it's a 3-1 ball game.
Santana's biggest problem is keeping the ball in the ballpark. He leads the Angels by a wide margin, that being the 25th home run he's given up in 116 innings. And Uke cuts into that lead. That fastball less than overpowering at 91, up and out over the plate and gone.
So here is Dunn hitting at .211. Ball is booted. Pujols going to try to get it there. And they do, says DeMuth.
Well, I think he was safe easily. We'll take another look at it, but looked like that ball bounded far enough away from Albert so that Adam could have beat it out.
Well, DeMuth's got a perfect angle.
He does, but he missed it.
So he blows that call. He's safe.
Ball's not in the glove, foot's on the bag. Bang, bang play. Went the other way. And Adam can't believe it,
no,
because he does. The big man doesn't argue too much. When he does look like that, you can pretty much bet he's in the right.
Well, perfect position to make the call. Still missed it. So Paulie with an 0-2 count. Paulie 0 for 5 last night. Comes in at .319, 17 homers, and 52 driven in. And that hit him.
Hopefully that got more of the pad than Paulie. So Santana has hit just his 6th man of the year. Paulie catches it seemingly off the pad. He's been hit 7 times now.
And here's Alex. Rios at .318, 18 homers, 67 knocked in. He was 3 for 5 last night with 2 homers and 4 RBIs. And here's what he did with a man on in the bottom of the 10th inning in a 6-6 tie.
He gets a whole lot of it, and Trout didn't miss it by much, but by enough.
1-1 to count. Rios 7 for 21 lifetime off Santana. AJ on deck. And that's going to be a souvenir right side. Blocked by Iannetta. That play at first base took, I should say, a lot of pressure off of Santana. Could be 2 on, 1 out with Pierzynski on deck. There's a good piece of hitting. Went down and got it, dug it out, and smoked it into center field. And now that will bring A.J. to the plate.
Alex continues his red-hot hitting. That's a slider. Stayed right with it. And smoked it to center, and he's hitting everything hard every at-bat.
Well, he let his legs take him down rather than bending over to waste. And that was out of the Spalding textbook. As here's A.J. hitting at 289, 19 homers, a career high, 58. High pop-up, get out of here. Trying to come back. And that's not fan. That ball was out of play. He did not reach over.
That's exactly what Dana DeMuth is saying. And here comes Mike Scioscia again. What he's saying is that Albert leaned into the seats. And if you do that, that ball was clearly in the stands, as pointed by Dana DeMuth. That keeps the inning alive because he'd have had that ball.
Oh, easy. Easy. Give that fan a contract, Greg Sparney would say. And that is playable there. So A.J. catches a break, can't do anything with it, but we get one on the homer by Youkilis. We'll go to the second, trailing 3-1. But we're just in the top of the second inning after a 21-minute rain delay. And here's the man who started off the ball game being hit in the elbow, hit pretty well. Got him pretty good in that elbow. Mike Trout.
He leads the American League in runs scored with 85, and he leads by a fairly substantial margin.
Well, if you had to vote right now, it'd be Mike Trout, MVP, American League 2012.
No doubt. 21-point lead over Miguel Cabrera in hitting. You look at where he ranks in runs, stolen bases, slugging percentage, and on-base percentage.
Flare. Yeah, it's going to fall. So he starts this off with a little duck snort into center field. And here's his Turris.
And the last time they waited for a 2-2 count to run with him. Let's see what Mark Parent wants on the first pitch. I'm talking with Mark. He said he's got to be very aware of how a guy deals with the slide step and if he's able to keep the same command and the same stuff while using a slide step as opposed to the regular delivery.
That's up high. Count evens at 1. 31-year-old switch hitting shortstop. Alexei take the out at first. So 1 out. Now somebody's going to have to hold him close with 1 out.
Most likely, I would think that Beckham would be the guy that would be charged with holding him close. Especially if he's going to try to stay inside or throw slow breaking balls to Albert. And there's a look at Gordon.
That's hit high and deep. Piazza. Yeah, get it back in. He hits the cutoff man, so that will end any speculation. That's what makes Mike Trout such an exciting player. 2 down. And that'll bring up Mark Trumbo. Trumbo hit into a 6-5 fielder's choice, but knocked in a run. First pitch strike. Blue Jays beat the A's 3-1 that game in 11 innings.
AJ knows if he calls a breaking ball, many of those wind up in the dirt. Gavin has 7 wild pitches. That's going to be a fastball away, however.
And the count 0-2.
Mark Trumbo and home runs tied for 4th. Runs batted in tied for 7th. And slugging percentage, he's 3rd. Been a banner year. The guy that the Angels developed and brought to the major leagues.
Checks it up. And the count 1-2. Trumbo was voted the MVP on the Angels last year. Oh boy.
There's the 8th wild pitch in the run.
Oh boy. And it's 4-1. on a 1-2 count.
So Trout's been on twice. Twice he's scored. He's now scored 86. And that hits right off the right shin guard of AJ.
And the count goes 3-2.
Mark Trumbo can hit the ball as far as just about anybody in this league.
That got him. But a wild pitch on a 1-2 count. And it is 4-1 Halos.
.com to join the WGN Sports Game Zone, where you're going to find up-to-the-minute stats and important game information. The Game Zone is sponsored by Safe Auto. Call 1-800-SAFE-AUTO now for a free quote with reduced rates up to 35%. Drive safe, spend less.
Lower third of our order: Viciedo, Ramirez, and Beckham. Bank takes it right there. He was 0 for 4 last night. Comes in hitting at .252, 16 homers and 51 knocked in. 4-3-0 for them with that ball into center field. And that's out number 1. We have a run on 2 hits, no errors. That was a Youkilis home run, his 11th of the season. So here's Alexei. He was 3 for 4 last night. He's now hitting .269 with 4 homers and 49 driven in. Alexei 6 for 17 lifetime off Santana with a homer. There's a shot hooking foul. Very quickly to count, 0-2. Checking some other scores for you. Texas leading Kansas City 4-2. Bottom of the 8th in Kansas City. After 4 in Washington, tied at 3 with the Marlins. That's up high. Top of the fourth at Fenway. 2-0 Carmines over Minnesota. There's Turris. 2 down. And fans, this is your chance to win an Alexei Ramirez autographed jersey, and tell the White Sox what you think about it. Simply log on to your computer and take a quick survey. Your answers are confidential. So visit whitesox.com/survey, but you must complete the survey before tonight's game ends to be eligible for the prize. So here's Beckham. Takes a breaking ball strike.
Santana normally has a pretty good curveball. That's probably his best pitch.
That ball high and deep in the left center field. Stretch! Stretch! He jumps and makes the catch. So Trout, besides being fast, he can sky. We'll go to the third. It is 4-1 Angels.
Director of Marketing and Communications for Arlington Park, and we've got a big race coming up on August 18th. Tell us a little bit about the Million, Howard.
Well, it's the 30th running of the Arlington Million, Stoney. It's going to be a big year out there. There are 3 Grade 1 races, which is the highest level of racing in America. So these are the best horses in the world that are going to be out there, and we invite everybody to come out to Arlington Park, but if you can't make it there, it's going to be on WGN. Dan Roan, me, and Eddie Olczyk are going to do the broadcast.
It's luminaries in the booth for a mile and a quarter on the turf, I believe.
It is a mile and a quarter on the turf. 2 other races, the Beverly D, the Secretariat, and a brand new race this year. A turf marathon called the American St. Ledger. It's a mile and 11/16, so they go around twice.
What time does the show start, and what time will you guys be on the air?
The show is on from 5 until 6 o'clock. We'll carry the Beverly D and the Arlington Million live. But a lot of opportunities for tickets at arlingtonpark.com, but you got to get them quickly. The reserve ones are going.
Well, Howard, thank you very much for stopping up, and I'm sure that our folks are going to enjoy that.
Well, good to be with you, Stoney, and get out to a White Sox game. It's been fun to watch him this year.
Nice to see you. 25 years on the air doing sports, and now he's at the Arlington Million.
Betting horses.
Howard. Good to see you, buddy. All right. 1-2 the count. Morales, he walked back in the first inning. 4-3-0 for their guys. 1-2-0 for our guys. And there's a base hit. So once again, the leadoff man aboard. All 3 innings. So here's Callaspo. He also walked back in the first. Paulie holding him on. He's not going to be trying to steal a base. But might want to get it off the grass instead, especially. Just the first baseman's preference. 1-0 the count.
Well, Morales, after that severe ankle injury, which he got in a celebration at home plate, not the same runner.
1-1 the count. No, that to me was one of the worst things that I've seen in baseball, injury wise. I mean, that. Well, you've never seen it before. That's why.
Well, to lose a hitter of that magnitude, and he was really just coming into his own in every facet of the game, and he's still not back 100% to what he was.
If you do it sliding, that's one thing. There he goes, and the hit and run on. Guys got to it in a hurry.
Well, that gives you an idea that Morales just can't run much anymore, because normally with a hit and run on, the lead runner is standing at third base. As he got a tremendous jump. Good hitting by Callaspo. And no gamble by Morales.
And once again, Gavin in a jam. Here's Kendrick. He walked with the bases loaded back in the first inning, picked up his 37th RBI. Takes ball one. That's off the end of the bat, right side. So 1-1 to count. Checking some other scores. Seattle sets out the Yankees 1-0. Guess who? Felix. He's 10-5 with a 2.63. Beats Kuroda.
Throws a 2-hitter in Yankee Stadium, and that's a pretty good trick against that lineup.
Okay, boys. Rack 'em up. 2 down.
For Kendrick, the 18th time he's grounded into a double play, and it couldn't have come at a better time.
Well, when Felix Hernandez is right, he can 2-hit the 27 Yankees. So here's Wells. Struck out. Breaking ball low and away. Check swing as that's in on him.
Vernon was the first of a couple of strikeouts that got Gavin Floyd out of a bases loaded situation without any further damage in the first.
0-2 the count with a 33-year-old outfielder. No more wild pitches.
That certainly is one way to keep it out of the dirt, but he almost threw it over AJ's head.
Curveball, he gone. And that'll retire the side. They get the first 2 on. Can't do anything with it. We'll go to the bottom of the 3rd, trailing by 3. We trail it 4-1. Halos with 3 in the first, 1 in the second. We scored 1 in the first. Diaza went out to left field, takes first pitch strike. A 29-year-old right-hander out of San Cristobal in the Dominican Republic, Irving Santana. Irving 4-4 lifetime against our guys. And there's a shot. Trout won't get that one. I don't care how fast he is. And here goes Diaza. Here's the throw. Safe. A hustle double.
And unfortunately, Diaza is down still around second base. Take another look at it. The one thing Trout can't do is throw particularly well. Although this one is accurate. Not quite in time. It looks like he hit the knee of his Taurus. That's exactly what happened. Got a face burger for his efforts. But he appears to be okay.
Get a little whiplash on something like that. So he says he's okay.
One more.
Alejandro has just been terrific recently, has that batting average up over 290. And we can ill afford to lose him. It doesn't look like we will. Our fourth drive of the game came in the first inning. That one gone. Cuts the lead to 2 at the time. And for Youkilis, 7 of his 11 have come in a White Sox uniform.
That's the outside corner, or so he said. And the count 0-1.
At one point, Santana was a really good pitcher. Lately, the stuff isn't quite what it used to be.
Made a mistake with a breaking ball, got away with it, and the count 0-2. Dunn on deck.
Santana's first season with the Angels, he was 12-8, then 16-8, then 16-7. Came into this game 15 games over 500 for his career.
Good layoff right there by you. Watch out. He didn't want to do that. So he hits his second guy, his 7th of the year.
Iannetta wants it inside, but this one got Uke right in the ribs. Santana far less than overpowering to this point, and a number of our hitters have squared it up, only to hit it at people, and Rob Beckham of a home run to end last inning.
So here's Adam. He grounded out 3-1, but he was safe at first and still called out after Pujols bobbled it. Long way to go by Vernon Wells, and he gets there. What a nice play by Wells, and now the throw is perfect. And now that throw is into right field. So a great play by Wells, a bad throw by Callaspo, and still just one out, but now Diaz at third.
Well, the misplay came because Callaspo didn't see where Youkilis was, because if he went behind Diaz, he's got an easy out at first base. Goes E5, and runners at the corners.
And here's Paulie. Paulie was hit by a pitch. Paulie, as I mentioned, 6 for 30 lifetime off Santana.
Pretty good combination for us. A pitcher whose fastball doesn't move. Santana's these days, it's pretty straight. And Paulie with an opportunity to improve on those 52 runs batted in.
Breaking ball. 1-1 to count. What a play by Wells. I did not think he had a chance to get there. He really turned on the afterburner. Brown made a perfect throw to third. Gap out there in right center. Well, it can go there. Now time is called. Second of this 3-game set. Sox took the opener last night 8-6. Big home run by Alex Rios in the bottom of the 10th. He could not check it up on that breaking ball, so now he's in the hole 1-2. And look who's on deck. He ripped a single in the center field back in the first. Two balls, two strikes.
Well, he should be getting a curveball here because it's the one pitch that Santana has consistently used with some success. But occasionally, as illustrated by the 25 home runs he's given up, he'll roll one up there.
Now the count is full. Iannetta with the signs. There he goes. And that pitch is fouled away. Diaz at third, Buick at first, and once again the payoff pitch. But not before he fakes to first. There he goes. And another foul. Sox with one run on the board. That was a homer by Youkilis. If you're just joining us, back in the first inning, and that's the 130th for our Sox. Angels also have 130. There he goes. They're going to come to the plate. Safe! They don't get him. And it's a 4-2 ball game with runners on first and second. Just one out, and here comes Rios.
RBI number 53. And Callaspo's had a very bad inning. Diaz off with the crack of the bat. That throw way wide of the plate. And it was the bad throw pushing Iannetta toward the first base side that allowed Diaz to get that front foot in. Good call by Paul Nauert.
And while they have a little conference, Sox fans, join us on Friday, August 10th at 7:10 as our Sox take on the Oakland A's for Country Music Night and fireworks presented by Pepsi. So purchase tickets today by visiting whitesox.com or calling 866-SOX-GAME. As I mentioned, Alex singled sharply, went down and got a breaking ball and dug it out, smoked it into center. Jacks it up, takes a strike.
In over a month, Alex has been hitting everything in sight. 374, 10 home runs, 31 driven in, 31 scored. Just huge numbers.
And probably 80% of the outs he's made have been hit hard. 0-2 the count. AJ on deck. Took that pitch nicely.
Mike Butcher, the pitching coach, on the right. Mike Scioscia, the longtime manager, on the left.
And that is fouled away right side. And we caught another bad break attendance wise because of that big huge front that came in and hurt our walk up.
The time he couldn't walk up.
But boy, it was like the cow in the flat rock. Nard said that breaking ball came back and got the plate.
Alex having a couple words with him. Xfinity pitch tracks. Ball got a bit of the inside corner.
So the first strikeout, and here's AJ. AJ popped up to his counterpart, Iannetta. Hit hard but foul. That's ripped. And the count 0-2. AJ has homered in his last 3 ball games. First time he's done that since back in 05 when he hit in 4 straight.
Last 13 games, AJ has started to heat it up.
2 on, 2 out, the 0-2 pitch. He did not go.
Trumbo has a pretty good arm in right field, although he is very deep for AJ.
And once again, that has popped up. This time Santana says he'll take it. And that retires the side. We do pick up 1. We'll go to the 4th, trailing now by 2. Mike Anderson Chevrolet of Maryville for their support of Crown Point Youth Baseball. Now, your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana dealers. Well, they're supporting over 30,000 young ball players in their communities through the Chevy Youth Baseball program by providing leagues with equipment kits, instructional clinics, and financial support. So from the big leagues to the youth leagues, Chevy is truly the official vehicle of baseball. It's a 4-2 lead for the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. 4-5-1 for them, 2-3-0 for us. It'll be Chris Iannetta, Mike Trout, and Meiser Izturis. Iannetta struck out to end the first inning when they picked up 3. One of the better curveballs he's thrown tonight. Outfield straight up, about equidistant. You back a little bit and off the line as that count evens now at 1. Finale of the series tomorrow. Francisco Liriano against Dan Herron. So make your plans to be with us here at the ballpark. If you can't, that game will be over Comcast Sportsnet. There's a high pop-up. Beckham doing a little backpedaling. Now calls off. He's called off also by Diaz.
Good communication on the part of both Gordon Beckham and Alejandro. Much easier play for a center fielder. This is up long enough where Alejandro can get there. Even though Beckham calls, he gives way. And the center fielder, the captain, takes over.
Well, there have been a couple of bumps in the road communication-wise for us this year, but overall it's about 100% better than it was last season.
No doubt.
So here's Trout. He was hit by a pitch and scored. That was in the first. Then he singled to lead off the second, and he scored again. That time he scored on a wild pitch. But it was the speed that set that up because his tourist grounded out to second to short. And now there's another shot. So great speed aboard. He is now 4 for 5 lifetime off gap. But even though his tourist bounced out to short, Trout got to second so fast they could not get a force on the play. Went to third on the fly ball and then scored on the wild pitch. There's the strike.
Best way to combat him as a base stealer is hold the baseball. Vary your times. And just keep pumping strikes and don't get behind his tourists.
Well, he's 33 for 36 in that category. So your percentages and your chances of throwing him out are slim and none almost. You better get the hitter. And pitchers who worry about Mike Trout, who worry about your premier base stealers, who worry about in the past your Ricky Hendersons, your Lou Brocks and guys like that, they're not very smart. They're going to steal bases. Okay, now you should get it. Back him up. And that'll retire the side. Get the hitter. That'll take care of Trout. Meanwhile, we'll go to the bottom of the fourth. It is 4-2 Angels. The fourth inning, lower third of the order, Viciedo, Ramirez, and Beckham. Tank 0 for 1, line hard to Trout in center field. Takes first pitch, strike. Takes the bad one and the count 0-2.
That by far has been the best pitch for Santana tonight. That breaking ball that he keeps away, and here's another one.
And want to send a big White Sox shout out, congratulations and hello with a lot of love to Patrick and Laura Dammer down in Pikeville, Kentucky on the birth of their twin girls. And happy birthday to Patrick, who was 34 yesterday. Love you guys and miss you, and congratulations. Just got a piece of that one. Patrick, a member of the Dammer family, good golfing family. Robert, the brother, is one on tour. Patrick has won a lot of tournaments and the many tours. And their dad, Bill, has robbed everybody out of money at Bay Hill. Two and two the count. Takes it up. And it's full. Softly hit is Turris. So one out, and that'll bring up Alexei. Alexei also grounded out to short. There's the base hit, a solid single through the hole. That'll bring up Beckham.
In the second inning, Gordon Beckham bidding for a home run, but Mike Trout had other ideas. He goes way up over the wall and hauls it in, robbing Beckham of his 10th. The Anything's Possible replay is brought to you by the Illinois Lottery, who each day make anything possible.
Mike Trout has made some spectacular catches. Besides everything else he has done, he has been an unbelievable highlight reel since he came up and joined the Angels. As that is hit high into right field. So two down. It's hard to believe that he went in the first round, but it's hard to believe he went 25th. It's hard to think that you could see with that power and that speed 24 players, including pitchers. Wow.
Well, sometimes you figure if you take a guy early and maybe 4 years later as he matures, he gets to that point. But he was taken early and he got to that point probably more quickly than even the Angels would have imagined.
Obviously, because he was taken 25th.
It's amazing.
Piazza. 1 for 2. Single. And a run scored. Nothing on. Alexei 14 for 18 in stolen bases. Big gap out there in right center.
For Glenn Piazza as a dead pull hitter in the infield, Kendrick is well over toward first base. But as an off-field hitter in the outfield.
Backdoor breaking ball. Four, 6, and 1 for them. 2, 4, and 0 for us. Watch out. 1 and 2 the count. That is a final from Kansas City. Texas beats the Royals 4-2. Texas now 63 and 43. And the Halos coming in 6 games behind the Rangers, now 6.5 back. Texas made a huge pickup acquiring Ryan Dempster. Got him on that low breaking pitch. And that'll retire the side. We're into the 5th, trailing by 2.
Bank, member FDIC.
It is the top of the 5th inning and a 4-2 Angel lead. They got 3 in the first, 1 in the second. It did not appear Gavin was going to be out there very long. But he has settled in. Had some trouble in the 3rd as well. First 2 men got aboard, but he threw the double play ball to Kendrick and then struck out Vernon Wells. So here's Pujols. Had an RBI single in the first and flied deep to center in the second. Takes a good curveball strike. Outfield straight up, about equidistant there, spread out. Pujols, 32-year-old veteran, has 23 homers after just a terrible start. 74 RBIs and 30 doubles. He also picked up a stolen base tonight, which gives him 8 for 9 in that category. Alexei. Yes, nice pick by Pauling. What new? 1 out.
This ball deep in the hole. Pujols, for a big man, runs fairly well. And Alexei helped out by one of the best. Paulie picks him clean.
Paulie's just about as good at that as anybody you'll ever see. As Trumbo is drilled. So 1 out, 1 on, and that'll bring up Morales, who has walked and singled.
Might have a little something to do with Youkilis and Konerko getting hit. But whatever it is, your players who have been hit certainly appreciate a pitcher who they feel will take their side and even things up.
Morales now 3 for 5 in the series. Trumbo 4 for 7 in stolen bases. And a reminder, you can come see our Sox take on the Angels tomorrow at 1:10. Now the first 10,000 kids 13 and under will receive the really nice chest protector backpack presented by Chicagoland Plumbing Council. That's tomorrow 1:10. First 10,000 kids 13 and under get that chest protector backpack.
The year before Morales fractured his lower leg, he had a huge year. 34 home runs, 108 driven in. Was on the way in 2010 to a similar year, then got hurt and stayed hurt through all of last year.
Takes that strike. Took a little something off. Pretty good pitch, didn't get it. That Cleveland-Detroit game in Detroit was postponed for a while, delayed I should say, and that is back in action. They resumed there in the bottom of the 6th with the Tigers shutting out the Indians 5-0. Pfister on the bump for Detroit. Tribe lost 7 in a row. There's the strike. But the Angels lead right here 4-2. In the top of the 5th. Come back here. High pop up. You. Two down. Wow.
Wispy clouds and an evening that started out like nighttime with heavy rains, and it's cooled it down to 74 degrees.
Callaspo has walked and singled. That single was on a hit and run. Takes down low. Bottom of the 6th in Cincinnati. Pirates and the Reds are locked up at 4. St. Louis leading Milwaukee 6-1. Bottom of the 6th in St. Louis. We mentioned earlier Toronto beat the A's 3-1 at the Coliseum. That was in 11 innings. That's into center field. Can of corn. And that'll retire the side. We're halfway home. We need 2 to tie.
The 5th inning is brought to you by Fifth Third Bank, the Curious Bank, member FDIC.
Here's Uke in a 4-2 Angel lead, bottom of the 5th. Tacks it up, takes ball 1. Uke has homered, and then he was hit by a pitch. Hit pretty good. Here's breaking ball strike. So Santana has hit 2. And Floyd has hit 2. Count evens at 2 with Dunn on deck. High pop up on a breaking ball. Pujols. One down. And a reminder, you can come see our Sox take on the A's Saturday, August 11th at 6:10. Now the first 20,000 fans get a camouflage cap, and it's a nice one. Presented by Outdoor Channel and Xfinity. So purchase tickets by visiting whitesox.com or calling 866-SOX-GAME. Adam 0 for 2. He's grounded out 3-1. And then he hit a foul ball down the left field line. And Vernon Wells had a long way to go. He got there on a sliding grab, made a sensational catch on it. And then a terrific throw to third to start a pickle that didn't work out real good for the Angels. And finally, Diaz scored for our second run. One to count. After 6 down at Tampa Bay, Baltimore shutting them out 4-0. Chin And that is fouled back. And a souvenir. Way high and wide. The 2-2. It's full. And that's ball 4. Breaking ball missed. That's the first walk issued by Santana. And here's Paulie. Paulie was hit by a pitch and then hit into a fielder's choice. Knocked in a run, so he now has 53. Another big gap out there in right center for him. Takes it right there, right on top of the zone. And the count, 0-2. Nice catch by one of the fans. One of the upper suites. So the count remains no balls, 2 strikes. That is 4 straight fastballs he has thrown Konerko.
Scioscia, who gives the signs to Iannetta. I wonder if the 2 he flashed means a breaking ball.
Another fastball. 5 in a row.
Well, they did a study this year and they measured damage on fastballs for just this season. Paulie was 14th in all of baseball. But the number 1, very surprising, Andrew McCutchen of the Pittsburgh Pirates, leading National League in hitting at 373. David Ortiz was number 2 in damage done on just fastballs.
Here's Rios, a single and a strikeout. Called out. He thought the pitch was inside. It was a breaking ball. Almost like that one. And the count 1-0. Alex has been absolutely outstanding from spring training on. Takes the strike. Both with the leather and the lumber. You could see something that happened to him in spring training and was happening. Boy, did it ever. Oh, he just missed that one. High towering drive. Trout will make the call, has the ball, and that'll retire the side. Win to the 6, 4-2 Angels.
Audio setting and is provided by 97.5 FM ESPN Deportes, Chicago's first and only FM Spanish language sports radio station.
Lower third of the Angel order here in the top of the 6th. They lead at 4-2. Kendrick, Wells, and Iannetta to face Gavin Floyd as Kendrick has walked. That coming with the bases loaded back in the first inning. Then he hit into a 6-4-3 double play. Yes, he did. And the count 0-2. And some good luck and good things happening to our junior White Sox playing in the RBI World Series in Minneapolis. They have advanced to play the Dominican Republic tomorrow morning for the championship. Don't stop now, boys. Congratulations and keep going. We just had a chance to see them as they marched around the ballpark, the warning track, when we were in Minneapolis. Like they were the last team introduced. The 1-2. Lays off that curveball. The commissioner was in there to give the keynote speech prior to the RBI World Series. And that's a base hit in the hole. That was just a roller. So the leadoff man aboard. That's the 4th time in 6 innings they've had the leadoff man aboard, and that'll bring up Vernon Wells. He's 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. Taking some other scores. Mets shutting out the Padres 4-0, top of the 3rd in San Diego. As we mentioned earlier, Felix Hernandez, 2 hits the Yankees in the Bronx, shuts them out 1-0. Breaking ball high and in. San Francisco shutting out the Rockies 6-0. Bottom of the fourth in Denver. After 8 in Atlanta, 3-2 Houston.
For the second time, Nate Jones throwing in the pen. See if Gavin can wend his way out of this 6th inning and keep the score intact at a 2-run deficit.
High pop up. Come on back. AJ, yes. Gets rid of the mask. 1 out. So that'll bring up the catcher, Chris Iannetta, who has struck out and popped up to center. Bottom of the 7th in D.C. Marlins have taken a 6-4 lead over the Nasty Nats. Earlier, Texas defeated Kansas City 4-2 in Kansas City. Pitch out, nothing on. Kendrick 8 for 14 in stolen bases. Couldn't get it. In that Texas 4-2 win over the Royals. Josh Hamilton knocked in a pair. He now has 90 RBIs. Made a good pass at that one just underneath it. And we will have the Royals coming to town after tomorrow. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Then an off day next Thursday and Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, finishing up this 10-day, 9-game homestand against the Oakland A's. Yes, he did. He gone. 2 down.
And it has problems with anything that's not straight. And there's a good curveball. He couldn't check his swing. Goes down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight.
So here's Trout. He's been on base all 3 times. He got hit in the elbow leading off the ball game. He got hit hard. But he came around to score. Then he singled to lead off the 2nd, and he came around to score. He singled to lead off the 4th. And then his tourist hit into a 4-6-3 double play.
About ready to deliver pitch number 102.
Kendrick, just a decent lead. And that's outside. And that Tiger lead over Cleveland. Doug Fister has gone 7 innings, giving up 1 hit. No walks, 4 strikeouts. That 1 hit coming to Carrera. Yes, he did. And a count 1-2. Last couple of innings, Gavin has had that pitch dialed in. If you missed that home run that Trout hit last night, it was a bomb. And if you missed it, poof.
Villabumber with a fastball. He tried to get inside and didn't get it inside near enough.
A few more rows and that would have been on the concourse. That was his 19th homer. And Mike Scioscia talking about the only person he's seen comparable to what Trout can do in a baseball game was Rickey Henderson. And as I've said many times, Sox fans have heard me say, in my 53 years in this game, the greatest offensive player, and I played against some great ones, greatest offensive player I ever saw was Rickey Henderson. He could turn a game around faster than any other player I've ever seen. What a beating his body took over all those years with all those stolen bases and all those diving back ends to first and to second. Scioscia says Trout. Sit right there. There he goes. Uke on the short hop. Nice. Guns it over. And they just do get it. Alfredo Griffin dumps around. Meanwhile, we'll go to the bottom of the sixth. It is still a 4-2 Angel lead.
Rid of it quickly. Uke is back. A little chopper on the short hop, fires it across and just barely gets him. Nice pick by Paulie. See what's possible with the AT&T Uverse TV and AT&T high-speed internet. Rethink possible.
So here's AJ. I'll tell you, watching Mike Trout play is worth the price of admission. He is something. The fastest right-handed hitter I have ever seen down the line in all my time in this game was Bo Jackson. I don't think Trout's quite that quick, but I'll tell you, he's not far behind. Bo Jackson was a world-class sprinter. He was 4'1", in the fourth. That ball hit deep. Way back. He looks up. You can put it on the ball. Yes. A.J. with his 20th homer. And it's a 4-3 ball game. Four consecutive games that he has played in, he has homered.
Santana's had big problems keeping the ball in the ballpark, and here's another example of it. It's a little slider. A.J. gets ahead of the bat on it, drives in his 59th run.
And Tank just missed that one. Wow.
Santana's given up 26 home runs in 120 innings.
So here's Alexei, and of course, with those 2 home runs, the Alex Nelius family will donate $100 to White Sox charities for every Sox homer hit throughout the course of the season. That is number 130 and number 131. So that's $13,100 Alex Nelius has donated to White Sox charities in loving memory of Ursula. He did not go. Alexei is 1 for 2. 4-7-1 for them, 3-5-0 for us.
Angels bullpen up and going. Santana has yet to reach 90 pitches. But I don't think Mike Scioscia is going to be all that patient with him.
He got away with a cookie there. Alexei just a little too quick, rolled over on it. So that is out number 2.
It's LaTroy Hawkins listening in the pen.
Well, here's Gordon. Takes a breaking ball strike. Gordon's 0 for 2. But here's what he did in his first at bat in the second inning. Besides running and hitting and throwing and everything else, that man can jump. 2 out, 1-2 the count.
There's probably a 4.5 tool player in that he doesn't have the greatest arm, although he is accurate with it. But the rest of its game, it's really tough to see any holes. I don't think there are any.
Madison right field slicing, and that's going to be in the seats. So the count hangs at 1-2. We are so fortunate we have so many outstanding young players coming into baseball. That's off the end of the bat, soft line drive. But the home run by A.J. and we're into the 7th, trailing now just by 1. lead. They scored 3 in the first, 1 in the second. We scored 1 in the first, 1 in the third, and 1 in the sixth. And in between innings there, I was just watching one of my favorite things at the ballpark, the kiss cam. I love the kiss cam. But Gavin has really struggled, and he is battling hard. Breaking ball goes around the plate.
Gavin's gotten the game into the 7th inning, something that didn't look possible with that very shaky first. But he's made a big comeback in this one.
Yeah, you mentioned it at the top, Al. He's got 2 out wins in his last 3 starts, and they have been battling wins. Two and 2 the count to Torres. Good curveball. He gone.
Strikeout number 6 for Gavin. The breaking ball is getting better. Of course, he's at the 112 pitch mark, so this is likely to be his last, and he'd like to finish it with a flourish. Turn it over to his offense, 1 run down.
Low and away with that fastball to Pujols. RBI single in the first. Went out deep to center in the second. And grounded to. Way back. It is 5-3.
Albert did the same thing in the 6th inning in last night's game. It was a 5-4 game. He homered and made it 6-4, a 2-run lead. And of course, we like the way that ended up. And for Gavin, this is going to end his night as he leaves that one right down the middle of the plate. Looked like a cutter or a slider. Turns into home run number 24. 2nd run batted in tonight for Albert.
He now has 76 on the season. So Gavin threw 114 pitches. And as Steve mentioned, it, after the 2nd inning or into the 2nd inning, didn't look like he was going to last very long. He just battled it out with them. He departs, and we'll be back.
And there's a look at Nate. He's 4-0, ERA 3.32, on for the 40th time. Came on last night for an inning and a third, gave up a hit, 1 walk, 1 strikeout, no runs.
So here's Trumbo. Breaking ball no. Trumbo 0 for 2 with an RBI, a run scored, and he also was hit by a pitch. $28,571. If it hadn't been for that big storm that came in prior to the game, we would have had over 30,000. 1-2 the count. Pretty good pitch, didn't get it.
This one just barely off the corner.
He gone. 2 down.
Good solid slider. That one biting straight down. And Trumbo, no match for it.
So here's Morales. That one hit 98. Zipped it right on by him. So he comes up with his second hit. He's 2 for 3. He's 4 for 7 in the 2 games. And that'll bring up Callaspo, who has walked, singled, and gone out to center.
Gavin went 6 1/3. Gave up 5 runs on 8 hits. He walked 3. He fanned 6.
Those 3 walks coming in succession back in the first inning. He walked Morales, Callaspo, and Kendrick back to back to back. Change up. As we said earlier, they're not going to steal with Morales. They might use a hit and run with him, but they're not going to steal him. And a reminder, Hooters is the official road game restaurant of our White Sox. Come into any Chicagoland area Hooters when our Sox are on the road to catch the games on their flat screen HD TVs and enjoy great Miller Beer features. Because Hooters, well, that's the original wing joint. Pauly, nice pick on the short hop. Nice feed. And that'll retire the side. 7th inning stretch. The homer by Pujols makes it a 5-3 Angel lead.
LaTroy Hawkins is a new Angel pitcher, and Hawkins has had a terrific year. He's 2-2, ERA 161. On for the 33rd time. Been a specialist. He's only gone 28 innings, but he's only allowed 1 home run this year. Doesn't strike out many people, doesn't walk many people.
39-year-old veteran, 6'5", 220 pounds. Resides in Prosper, Texas. Born in Gary, Indiana, right down the street. So here we go, top of the order. We got something for him. We got De Aza, Youkilis, Dunn, Konerko, and a few more, hopefully. Takes the bunt, takes the ball. De Aza, 1 for 3, a double and a run scored. Corners in close. Fastball in the grass. And there's the strike. Hawkins, a 15-year, now make it 16-year veteran. That is some kind of career to pitch in the major leagues. Checks it up. He did not go. And the count 2-1. Then with Minnesota, the Cubs, San Francisco, Baltimore, Colorado, the Yankees, Houston, Milwaukee, and now the Angels. 2-2 the count.
There's a career record of LaTroy Hawkins. He's been used as a closer a couple of times. Never really all that successful, but he's been a very good setup man throughout his career.
Got a full count. Hey, graduated from Gary Westside High School, where he played basketball, baseball, and ran track. Ball 4 base hit. Helped him out a little bit. Meanwhile, fouls it away. Troy's got a son, Kari, who's the same age as his center fielder, Mike Trout. And once again, the payoff. And that's nice. Just serves it out there into center field, so good speed aboard.
Worked the count full, then got a fastball down, and gets his second hit of the night.
So here's Uke. He's 1 for 2 with that homer. Coming back in the first inning is 11th. And he is 2 for 9 lifetime of Hawkins. Five, 9-1 for them. 3-6-0 for us here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Takes it right there, right down the middle, right down Michigan Avenue. Come on, you. 1st and 30, buddy. Let's get something going right here. That's low. 1-1 to count. Gonna get some activity down in our pen now. And ball hit deep. Way back. He looks up. You can put it on the board. Yes. A 2-run blast by Kevin Youkilis, his 2nd of the game. And we are tied at 5.
For you, 12th home run. And 8th in a White Sox uniform. And LaCroix Hawkins, who is used to giving up runs in Chicago, has just thrown a tie ball game.
And here is Dunn. Don't stop now, boys. Takes first pitch strike. Adam 0 for 5 lifetime against Hawkins.
That one up and in, 91. Not a whole lot on it. And Youkilis, his 2nd home run of the game. And a big bounce back.
Good pitch by Hawkins. Chops it foul. That evens the count at 2. Uke 12 homers now, 39 knocked in. Adam knew it, couldn't pull the trigger, and that is out number 1. So here's Pauly.
Gavin can't lose it. Santana can't win it. And the game is in the hands of respective bullpens.
So here's Pauly. He is 4 for 21 in lifetime against Hawkins. And of the 4 hits, all of them stayed in the park. Checks it up. If you're just joining us, a battling effort from Gavin Floyd, and also a battling effort tonight from Ervin Santana. Gavin, a lot of trouble in the first 2 innings, giving up 4 runs, 3 in the first, 1 in the second. There's a 1-hopper down to Kai Aspo. So 2 down. And here's Alex. He is 3 for 7 lifetime of Hawkins. Alex with 2 homers last night. Takes that little spinner for a strike. And the best part about it, one of them coming in the bottom of the 10th. 2-run shot to win it 8-6. 0-2 the count. A.J. on deck. A.J. with a home run leading off last inning. Now tying his personal best of 4 consecutive games, having homered. Got him, but not before that 2-run homer by Kevin Youkilis. We'll go to the 8th, tied at 5.
He's 0-1, has yet to give up an earned run. This is 7th appearance. And it's a tie game.
Howie Kendrick takes first pitch strike. He's 1 for 2 with a bases loaded walk. And of course, that RBI, that was his 37th of the season. And a 5-9-1 for them. And a 5-7-0 for us. Nice. The old overhand drop. The shoe top drop. Tried to sneak that one by him at 92. Once again, a reminder, make your plans to be with us here at the ballpark tomorrow. Francisco Liriano against Dan Herron. But if you can't make it, that game will be over Comcast Sportsnet. 2-2 the count. Washington has come back from a deficit. Bottom of the 8th inning in D.C. They lead the Marlins 9-6.
6-run 8th. All unearned runs. And the one key, Marlinaire.
Make it 10-6 now. Top of the 9th. Alexei. Yes! A beautiful play by Ramirez.
A hard one hopper. And Ramirez, once he flags it down, is perfect with the throw.
So a big play by Alexei. And here's Wells 0 for 3.
In that Washington game, Adam LaRoche has 2 home runs. He has 23. He is having some kind of season for those guys. Harper has his 10th. And the count 2-1. There it was, the shoot top drop. And the count 2-2. Count goes full with Iannetta on deck. Two down. Iannetta is 0 for 3. Mike Trout on deck. And the count 2-0. One of those situations here where the ideal place you like to see Mike Trout is hitting with 2 out, nobody on. In a tie ball game late in the game. Or with 1 man on, 2 out. So he won't lead off the 9th. As there's a strike. Five 9-1 for them. 5-7-0 for us. That ball in the right field. It's hit hard. Alex back jumps, makes the catch. Yes, Rios. What a player he has been this season. Awesome. Awesome. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. Still tied at 5.
Who last night set a career high with his 19th home run. However, He went one better, hitting his 20th home run. And what a year it's been for the Sox backstop. This catcher profile is sponsored by Xfinity Home. Xfinity Home offers state-of-the-art features that help you stay connected to your home and family, anytime, anywhere.
So A.J. facing his former battery mate as he takes strike one. A.J. says, well, anyway, 1 for 3 with that home run. He's caught many a pitch from the Troy Hawkins. Tries to backdoor him with that little slow curveball. 1-1 to count. And A.J. has faced him twice since then, and he's 1 for 2. And he's got a 2-1 count. AJ didn't like that call either.
Addison Reed, Jesse Crain. If we don't score, it'll be Crain. If we do, it'll be Reed.
Pops him up. Callaspo is there to make the catch for out number 1. And Sox fans, every White Sox Friday home game is United Flyaway Friday. Each Friday home game, one lucky fan will have the chance to win 2 free round-trip tickets to anywhere in the continental United States that United Airlines flies. United, proud to fly our White Sox. Proud to be with them. Mark Seipold, Mike Corrigan, Bobby Garcia, Tanya, Jackie, Carolina, and the crew, and all the good folks out at Atlantic Aviation. They do a heck of a job. As there is a strike, 1-1 to count to Viciedo. First time he's ever seen him from 60 feet 6 inches. And the count 3-1.
And the Angel bullpen up and going as LaTroy Hawkins doesn't usually throw 2 innings.
There's a rocket. Callaspo tried to Olay it. Didn't have time. 2 down.
Looking for a fastball. He got it. And came very close to taking Callaspo's glove off. In fact, he might have almost hit it through the glove because it looks like he's having to readjust the leather.
So here's Alexei. He's 1 for 3 tonight. He is 0 for 1 lifetime off Hawkins. Lays off that curveball. And of course, for them in the top of the ninth, just like Abner designed it, it'll be Trout, Izturis, Pujols.
Kevin Jepson was in the game last night. Pitched an inning. And he's up here tonight.
Alexei's got the catbird seat. 2-0. It's the final now. Washington beats the Marlins 10-7. Made a good pitcher's pitch on a 2-0 count, just on the outside edge of the outside corner. And that's popped up. Trumbo. So Hawkins with a 1-2-3-8 win to the ninth. Tied at 5.
ERA 2.33 on for the 30th time. It was Floyd for 6 in the 3rd, Jones for 2/3, Myers for a very impressive 1 inning in the 8th, and now Jesse Crain here in the 9th.
He's got the top of the order. Trout is Turris, Pujols. He did not face any of these guys last evening. Trout has faced Jesse one time and he drew a walk. Trout tonight is 2 for 3 with 2 runs scored. Takes that fastball and the count 1-0. 5-9-1 for the Halos. Check that 5-7-0 for our Sox. There's a strike.
Jesse came on for an inning last night. Fan 2 in a perfect 9th. Turned it over to Matt Thornton, who eventually was a winner.
Curveball in the dirt. Jesse still after that rehab. Oblique. A little short on the fastball. Normally he's 95. Most of the time 94, 95. Occasionally 96. Now he's 92, 93. That one at 93. Souvenir right side. So the count evens at 2 balls, 2 strikes to the soon to be 21-year-old Mike Trout. You don't want to walk this guy.
Trying to throw that big overhand curveball and couldn't get much on it.
Walk a double with this guy. Yes, he did. He gone. Big out.
Threw that fastball inside. It looked like, we'll see it from the side, he went around well too far, even though it was quick. The head of the bat was in front of the plate. And that's a big out.
That young man right there has got some terrifically strong hands. Wow. So here's this Turris. He's 2 for 7 lifetime off Jesse. Got that curveball up, but we got a man there for out number 2. And let's take another look at this check swing by Trout. You can see the strength in his hands. He's got a terrifically fast bat. He got some powerful hands and forearms. So here's Pujols. He's 2 for 4 tonight. He's 4 for 9 in the series with 2 homers, and one of them coming in this game in the 7th. That's popped up into right field. Jesse Crain comes on, strikes out Trout. Yes, it's Turris to center, pops up Pujols. We go to the bottom of the 9th. It'll be Beckham, Diaza, and Youkilis in this 5-5 tie.
Had a decent year, 1-1 ERA, 4 1/4, on for the 24th time. Last year, the ERA was over 7.5. He's got a big fastball. This year, he's using it. And he did pitch an inning last night. 1 walk, 1 strikeout in the 8th inning in relief of Greinke.
So he has concluded his warm-up tosses. Gordon Beckham, who is 1 for 1 against Jepson, will lead it off. Gordon is due. He is 0 for 3 tonight, but had a home run taken away from him on a Sterling catch by none other than who? Mike Trout. That fastball at 97 up high. As Steve mentioned, he's using that fastball there a couple of years ago. The only thing he threw against us was slider, 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 slider. That's out of play, and if you miss that catch, coming back in the 2nd inning by Trout.
Lance Baird apparently saw something reflecting in the stands. Talked to Paul Nard about it. And now it's remedied.
And here's a 1-1 pitch. That one at 96. Diaz on deck. Uke, who is 2 for 3 with 2 home runs tonight, he's in the hole. That's what it could have been right there. Breaking ball, a little 2-hopper down to Kai Aspel. So here's Diaza. He's never faced Jepson.
Matt Thornton loosening up in the bullpen. That's how it played out last night. Let's see if we can end it here without going to extras. But last night, Matt came on for an inning in relief of Jesse Crain and was the beneficiary of the Rios 2-run homer to win it.
He of the rubber-armed Matt Thornton's. Pretty good pitch outside. And the count 1-0. Gap out there in right center. Diaza 2 for 4 with 2 runs scored. And the count evens at 1. That one at 98. Good take. Up high, 2-1. Count even.
Alejandro shaking his head, thought he might have had a better cut at one that looked pretty hittable.
Count goes full. Another 98-mile-an-hour fastball. Ball 4 base hit right here, Alejandro. Ball hit hard, but just foul. Wow. And that's out of play. Pujols not guarding that line, and Trumbo and right does not throw that well. Albert did move with another step and a half over towards it after that shot just fouled by Diaza. That one at 97. Wells over towards the line and left. Huge there in right center. And because of Wells, there's a nice gap in left center. And once again, the payoff pitch. Ouch. Piazza. Fouling pitches off his body the last few days. And this will be the 10th pitch coming up in the sequence. Catching face full of knee from this tourist earlier. Alejandro and Youkilis both will absolutely grind it out with you.
Had a look at both managers, one in the infancy stages of what should be a great career, and the other already established as one of the best in the business, Mike Scioscia.
And that has popped up. Out number 2. So here's Uke, 2 for 3. And here's what he did in the 7th with De Aza aboard.
Troy Hawkins came in to protect a 2-run lead, and after 2 hitters, it disappeared.
Cutter, and the count 0-1. No, says Paul Nauert, and the count evens at 1. He is 1 for 2 off Jepson. Three and 1 with Dunn on deck. Big hack. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Bottom of the 9th and a 5-5 tie. He did not go. And a full count on that breaking pitch. And that's ball 4. So here comes Adam. He is due. He's 0 for 3 tonight with a walk, and he has faced Jepson 1 time, and he is 1 for 1. Outfield extremely deep in that no double set. As he takes ball 1. If it's over Trumbo's head, it's out of here. If it's over Wells' head, it's out of here. Not so sure about Trout the way he can jump. That one at 97, back and Souvenir. Now it's coming back. Trumbo is there. He just missed it. Dadgummit. And we will go to extra innings, tied at 5.
He got out of a jam in the 10th last night and then became a winner. So he comes into this one 4-6, ERA 3.5, on for the 52nd time. That leads the team by a wide margin in that department.
Here's a cleanup hitter, Mark Trumbo. He is 0 for 3 tonight with a run scored and an RBI. Takes first pitch strike. This is the 6th extra inning game for the Angels. 4th on the road. They have won 1 of the 4. For us, this is our 11th extra inning game. We have played 6 here at home and split them. Outfield straight up. Not hit hard, knocked down, plenty of time. 1 out. So here is Kendrys Morales. He is 2 for 3. And he is 1 for 3 lifetime off Thornton. And a reminder, you can join our White Sox in honoring the Chicago area police and fire departments August 8th at 7:10. Plus Police and Fire Night presented by Underwriters Laboratories. Also, the first 20,000 fans get White Sox drawstring bags. So to purchase tickets, visit whitesox.com. Well, there's 4 for 7 in the series. All 4 of those hits coming from the left side. 2-0 the count.
He's only a .245 hitter as a right-hand hitter, but power probably evenly distributed from either side.
See over near right side. And the count 2-1. strikes there. 2 down. That'll bring up Kai Aspo, who is 1 for 3 tonight, but he has faced Matt 5 times and he has 3 hits. I mentioned Kai Aspo and his Turris. Kai Aspo, 315 hitter against us. His Turris, 324 hitter against us. As there's a breaking ball strike.
And Kai Aspo, unlike most of their hitters, a better hitter from the right side than the left.
And that game in Boston, Minnesota scored 4 times in the top of the ninth to win that game 6-4. Yes, he did. Final from Detroit, 6-1 Tigers over Cleveland. Fister over Jimenez. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. For our guys in the bottom of the 10th, it'll be Konerko, Rios, and Pierzynski. Chops foul, hit the seam of that grass, almost came back.
Would have been nice had it come back, because Aspo doesn't run particularly well, and you would have been able to throw him out.
Cincinnati defeated Pittsburgh 5-4 at the Great American Ballpark. So a full count with 2 down. Alberto Callaspo. That is into the gap, and nobody's going to get it. Threw him a high change up out over the plate, and he didn't miss it. 12th two-bagger.
They had a breaking ball right down the middle, and Callaspo, who's much more effective as a right-hand hitter, represents a go-ahead run out at second.
That pitch at 81 miles an hour on 3-2. So here's Kendrick. Kendrick is 2 for 4 against Matt. And he is 1 for 3 tonight. Had a bases loaded walk back in the first inning. Vernon Wells on deck.
You got a pretty strong hitter up in Kendrick. You got to be careful with first base open, and Wells has done nothing tonight. He's in the on deck circle.
There's the base hit. Callaspo being waved around. Ball is cut off. They get him in a roll, run down, and the run scores. We'll go to the bottom of the 10th. It is 6-5 Anaheim.
Ernesto Frieri comes into the game with an ERA of 195. On for the 34th time. 12 for 13 as a closer with opponents hitting just 131. Those are pretty gaudy numbers. Torrey Hunter has checked in to play defensively in right field. We'll take one. We'd love two.
So it'll be Konerko, then Rios, then Pierzynski. But maybe those three can get it done. If it's not, Viciedo the fourth. And none of our guys have ever seen Frieri. So 2 out, nobody on in the top of the 10th. A soft double in the left center field and the single by Kendrick. And they lead us 6-5. But here's Paulie, he's due. Paulie is 0 for 3, 0 for 8 in the series. Takes ball one, that one at 95. And the count 2-0.
Mike Scioscia and his Angels have had all kinds of problems with their bullpen.
High pop up, can of corn, and 1 out. And if you're hitting the road, take our Sox with you this season. Subscribe to MLB.tv today to see every White Sox out-of-market game live online and on your favorite devices in HD quality. So visit WhiteSox.com. Here's Alex. He is 1 for 4. Two and 0 the count. And that's popped up. So a couple of soft pop-ups and quickly 2 gone, and it's up to AJ. AJ 1 for 4, a homer, his 20th, leading off the 6th. Come on, AJ. Way low and away. Tank on deck. Breaking ball strike. Six, 11-1 for them, 5-7-0 for us. Second game in a row, extra innings. We're down to our last bullet.
And this ball game is over. So the 2 out, nobody on. Double by Cayespo, who just kills us. Single by Kendrick. Angels even up the series at a game apiece. They win at 6-5, and we'll be back.